the fuck are game developers doing now?
Thumbs up their fucking asses. What they're doing
Well,
is
it was a broken game. Let's not act like it was like ready to rock and roll on release date. Like this, I think it was 14 years ago, and now we got it tuned in.
If GTA 6 has even one glitch, fuck them. Like,
the big stupid thing, I feel like a lot of studios become software. They become software developers because they have their engines, they build their engines, and now we're moving away with that. It seems like with Unreal becoming basically like the hegemony of. It
looks so good.
It looks amazing, and it's what is that? Claire Obscura or whatever was built. It was built 100% with blueprints and visual scripting. No lines of code were written for the entire game, which is unbelievable. It's like a game built by artists, which is just not a thing that's ever happened. So
and a small size team, like a few dozen people, something like that.
Yeah. And Unreal is kind of blowing people's wigs off with that. But and hopefully games will get a little bit faster, but we'll see.
I watch a lot of gameplay videos of like indie horror games, and they're all on Unreal, and it's like, Jesus Christ, they all look so good. This is what AAA games used to look like. This is perfect for me. Like, it doesn't need to get better than this. And
what games look good? What are we talking about? Because I feel like they all look terrible. I can barely think of a game I'm impressed by. I liked Marathon a lot, but it cheated by using robots. I was watching 007. Peanut's playing 007 right now. To me, that looks like shit. It looks so unrealistic to me. Who makes a good looking game?
I watch I watch Fooster. He's a YouTuber, and like every single game he reviews to me looks really good. Like it, and they're all indie games you've never heard of. They're all like survival and horror games and some special forces team or something. They look really good.
I must be missing some subtlety because I look at like a brand new release and think, well, this doesn't look much better than Modern Warfare did 14 years ago.
Oh, come on. Like the new Modern Warfare 4, like I'm not going to buy it or even think about buying it, but that trailer looked incredible. Like it looked like a digital movie. It looked really good. I think games look good. Obviously, Marathon doesn't look good. That's the art style. They've chosen to be like halfway to Borderlands or something like that. It's so I don't know. There's no gradient to the shading at all. It's just like this is bright neon green and this is black and this is gray.
Marathon?
I really hate the art style of Marathon.
Is it like Tronish? It sounds like Tron?
A little bit Tronish.
I guess you could say it's kind of Tronish. I think it looks amazing. Now, like to my eye, when I see Tarkov, I'm like, oh, okay. So like every other fucking game ever made, it's another modern mill sim. Now Tarkov was kind of first, but just modern mill sims everywhere. Everywhere you look, another modern mill sim. I'm so over it.
I would agree with that. I do think Tarkov has like the kind of Unity look. The Unity look I'm not a huge fan of, but yeah, a lot of the Unreal games, it's just so easy. You can just buy asset packs, change lights, some basic stuff, and then use nanite. You don't have to do LODs. You don't have to like you should, but you don't have to by default optimize your games in Unreal because there's so much proprietary technology that they have where it's like built around optimization. And instead of like fully relying on MIT mapping and like decimating meshes and like crushing textures and meshes down, they have this thing called nanite where it just like fucking takes vertices and like turns the individual vertices into some form of fucking pixel or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but it is crazy how you can just take full high poly, amazing looking assets and just throw them in Unreal and they will run on like a good PC.
I watched the Modern Warfare 4 trailer. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
Sure, the cutscenes look good, and then the gameplay looks like it did 15 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah, it does. The explosions look like the same from 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I think the new Battlefield looks good too.
Caleb.
I've been watching my girlfriend play the Dead Space remaster.
That's cool.
Looks so good. and she's scared the whole way through. She's screaming and flinching and freaking out and stuff, and they're coming for her, and she can't. I'm like, the legs, baby, shoot the legs off, and she's like, pew pew pew.
Do you see those giant yellow orbs? Shoot those. And fire it into his maw. That won't upset him.
And the remaster looks amazing on like that
Dead
TV
Space
that
1?
Taylor and I have. Just put it in game mode. And,
PC game?
Like, no, Xbox, Xbox Series,
okay.
whatever the new Xbox is. I've been watching her play it on that, but she plays a lot of like difficult games that I don't want to fuck with. Like she beat Scorn, and she beat Alien Isolation, and
That shit's hard too.
I was annoyed by those games. Like they're Alien Isolation is a really popular game. It's basically a horror game where you're hiding from a xenomorph alien from the Alien movies and going into ductwork and trying to like get the ship working and stuff. And it's fucking scary. Like that thing is
horrifying, dude.
The
Like
way
the
the AI
horror
works, it's that thing's always hunting you throughout the ship. It's really fun to watch.
I know you haven't played any sort of controller game in forever, but
so bad.
Just truthfully, you and your girlfriend have to 1v1 on Bog in a week, and you have a week to get ready.
Her.
Do you think?
Her.
I think
I'd slaughter her. Well, come on, like especially when you take it back to a game that I've got that much experience.
How about not a week? How about tonight? You have to hop back on.
I don't know. I'd have to feel it. I would know it. I would know instantly without even playing against her. If I just got into the game and wiggled my character around, I would know right away. I know that when I tried to play Fallout 4 on Xbox a couple years ago, it was very frustrating. Like I immediately was losing to like raiders and shit like that, and like not being good at the game. Like I couldn't aim it. I couldn't get my fucking aimer on shit, which is like the basic thing of using a controller. I was like, this is not representative of my gaming technique. I'll be right back.
Was she sitting there watching?
4 hours. Yeah. 4 hours later, I've put the like other spare gaming PC in that room and hooked it up to the TV, and I'm like, all right, now we're gonna get those raiders. As soon as this game downloads, it's 45 gigs. We'll just
she's asleep under a blanket. You're talking to her.
Yeah, I really suck with mouse and or with the controller now. It's been so long since I've played a controller game.
I don't even remember maybe the last game I played with the controller was probably hooking up my controller to my PC to play Red Dead, just because those games kind of work. I
played that on mouse and keyboard.
I think they lend themselves to controller.
I think I fucked around with the controller for Elden Ring a little. Not Elden Ring, but I think it was Elden Ring.
Third person stuff's kind of pretty easy with or it lends itself to the.
You have to be as precise.
Sure. Yeah,
with an FPS when you're obviously like trying to hit somebody's pixels across the map, it's like even with auto aim and stuff, I just suck with a controller. It's been so long.
Just tuning. I don't know how much how into like game development or whatever you guys have ever been, but getting the amount of translation between the raw inputs that has to be done to then the player, and making a mouse feel right and making your look feel right, the look delta feel right for a first person shooter it's very complicated. And I have a lot of respect now for games that suck, I feel like.
What's the complication? I thought it was just changing the sensitivity and then it does what I tell it to. There's more to it than that.
Well, in my experience, so the only game development experience I have is through Unity. And in order to get the raw mouse input, which it's like pulling and hurt, so it's like, it's just insane frequency basically that is being converted into something readable through the engine. You have to take that raw data. You have to like clamp your. You don't want it to be able to rotate any direction at any time. There has to be like a certain, you have to have a yaw. And then you're clamping your X or your fucking pitch. I guess your X rotation, your pitch. Thank you, Mr. Paraglider Man.
I got you.
And the translation between that and the camera following it. So like you have the raw mouse input that needs to be clamped and can be smoothed. So then you can assign it to a value 1 to 0 or whatever. So you have your sensitivity, and then that actually controlling the camera through rotation. Is it attached to a visual mesh or some kind of object in the world? There's 3 update paths. There's like main update, late update, and fixed update. So the camera and the mouse input need to be on the exact same frame update from the engine in order for it to feel like an FPS and be tight, or you get that float smoothness type feeling. And just getting that. And then also, if it's a multiplayer game, you have to have client-side prediction and reconciliation. So you have to have like this kind of 3-way back and forth check where you're not interfering with yourself and you're not stepping over yourself from the input to then the request to then the, is this request okay? Handshake. That's what the player sees. So it's like, it's just, everything is so complicated and unnecessarily so. And you lift up the hood to see what's going on. And it's like, all right, well, I don't want to do this anymore.
Man, I didn't realize how much the mouse and keyboard input was massaged on the way to the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you,
at least in Unity.
Are you gaming at all now, Caleb?
Yes, I force myself to game at least for a few hours a week, just so I can maintain because it's like now I want to do game development stuff, or I'll like play a game and I just see something 3D, or I'm very into art right now, like 3D art. I'm trying to learn the 3D art pipelines. And I'll see something and I'll see the way someone did something or how they got something to look a certain way. The foliage in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that's like been my recent just literal obsession. Mm-hmm. So like I'll play a game and then I'll see something and I'm like, I want to try to make it. I have to try to make that. See if we can do that. And just to learn. But I have to I try to work through that basically and actually enjoy the games and stay immersed, because I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of people who are game developers on the higher level, on like the creator level, maybe like the people who are kind of driving the vision of the game and making the decisions, they get extremely detached from the actual immersion of games and what makes games so good, because it's scratching the same itch in a weird way. And I'm trying to not do that.